couple weeks ago I made a video asking for your guys' feedback and wanting to know what kind of videos you wanted to see. And one of you wanted to know, how do you get out of feeling so overwhelmed when you know you just have tons of things to do? And that actually reminded me of the very first time I can remember ever feeling overwhelmed, which is when I was just 10 years old. The fact that this happened like 13 years ago, literally over half of my lifetime ago, and it still sticks with me, just shows how important this is. Basically, I was stuck on a homework assignment and it was starting to get kind of late, so I was getting a little bit stressed out about it, which doesn't really sound like the end of the world for most 10-year-old kids, but I was a little different. I was always the type of kid that had to get my work done to be able to have any fun at all. I even had one teacher that gave all the homework in the beginning of the week, so then I would just do all the homework on Monday so that the rest of the week I could just relax and play outside and do whatever. So anyway, that means that being stuck on a homework assignment that late in the day was actually enough to really stress me out. I think, if I remember correctly, to the point of me even crying. It literally brought me to tears. So my dad saw me and asked what was wrong, and I explained to him that I was just stuck on this assignment. I was getting really frustrated and stressed out, and I just really didn't know what to do. I was feeling overwhelmed. So he said, how about we go outside and throw the football for a bit? Which was one of my favorite things to do as a kid. I would always be bothering my mom or my dad about going outside and throwing the football. But at first I was shocked. Throw the football? How could I go do something fun when I still have all this work to do? See, I really was a freak. Now you might start to understand why I was a straight A student my whole life. But anyway, so I decided to give it a shot. I figured, well, what is there to lose? I'm not making any progress here, so let me just go and take a break. So we went outside, we threw the football for a bit, talked a little bit, and really got my mind off things to the point where when I went back inside, I wasn't just not stressed out and overwhelmed anymore, but I was actually pretty happy. I think I had a smile on my face. And on top of that, I was able to actually get my homework done without much of a struggle. So the message I'm trying to get across here is that stepping away from whatever the task is at hand that's getting you super overwhelmed can actually give you the clarity and the headspace that you need to be able to attack it from a different angle and actually get it done. Because sometimes we think that stepping back and taking a break is actually irresponsible because we think that we're wasting our time, we should be working on this thing, but the truth is, I think stepping back from it in that situation is actually necessary. Because once you get too deep into it, and let's say it's just like a really hard math problem, for example, you're just looking at it, you keep looking at it, and you just can't solve it. But once you go away for like an hour and do something else, get your mind off it, don't be thinking about it during that time, when you come back at it, you're gonna be able to attack it from a totally different angle, and that's usually what you need to be able to get it done. So to put it in simpler terms, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, just go outside and throw the football. But seriously, taking a step back is so important. In fact, this exact strategy of taking a step back is actually exactly how I'm making this video right now. I was feeling super overwhelmed because I had a different video idea in mind and I really wasn't sure how I was gonna pull it off, and I was just looking at it and really not sure if I should even do it anymore. And I went and I laid down in bed, just like kind of laid there for 5-10 minutes, and during that time, that is actually when I came up with the idea to film this video today. And once that happened, I was way less stressed out and actually a little bit motivated because now I had that clarity, I had that idea of what I was gonna be doing moving forward. And that would have never happened if I just kept looking at the same old video idea that I was thinking of doing and just thinking of how I could do it and trying to figure it out. In fact, I was actually stressing out as early as last night about this, and then today, this morning, I was still stressed out about it, and then 5-10 minutes laying in bed, not doing anything, that's when the idea came to me to make this video. So hopefully these two little stories were proof enough that this is a great strategy. If you're ever feeling really overwhelmed or stressed or just stuck on something, go ahead, take a break, take a step back from it, do something else to get your mind off of it, and then go ahead and try to attack it from probably a new, fresh perspective. So that wraps it up for this video. If you made it this far, I want to say thank you so much, and I also want to point out to you, because if you've made it this far, you probably actually care about this sort of thing. If you left early in the video, you probably don't care, but I'm filming in a totally different setup. It's still my room, but I actually finally, for the first time, looked into something called 3-point lighting, which is where you have a key light here, a fill light over there, and a backlight down there. And I think it really makes this shot pop. I haven't seen it yet in the editing software because I'm still filming the video right now, but I think the finished product is gonna look pretty good, and I would love to let you know, I would love for you to let me know what you think about it. So anyway, enough rambling. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like it because that helps me out so much, and comment too, that's even better because then I get to connect with you. I love that. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash it if you will, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.